Why, hello there, people from the internet. I am the Russian Sniper, and this is some Battlefield Hardline beta. Yes, I still have a little bit of footage left from the beta, even though I get my Battlefield Hardline copy tomorrow. Well, it's going to be plenty of footage and plenty of all that stuff, all Battlefield Hardline related. So if you're interested in the game, then fear not, all your video needs are going to be there. So in this video, I want to do a Q&A. I asked you on Twitter and Facebook to go ahead and submit all your questions to me. And let's go ahead and start from the top here. John, where is my pencil? John, 33 more likes and you shall have that pencil. If you don't know what a pencil thing is all about, I told everybody on Facebook and Twitter that every time I reach 1,000 likes on Facebook or more, 1,000 followers on Twitter, I'm going to give away a pencil, like an epic pencil. I'm even going to chew on it a little bit, and yeah, it's going to be like the best pencil you'll ever own. Let's go ahead and see another one from Darar, probably saying his name wrong. How did you come up with your username? My username, ShoSho, is actually my nickname. All my friends, all the family, everybody calls me that, so it's not something that I had to come up with. They actually call me that, so it's just easy that I would transfer that onto YouTube. Let's go ahead and look another one. Carlo, do you get any profit from your YouTube videos, or do you just make it as a hobby? And if you do, if you don't, what is your job? I've always mentioned this a couple of times. I work for DHL. You do make a profit from YouTube videos. It's not as big as you might think. I mean, you need millions and millions and millions of views if you want to make a living out of YouTube. If you are getting, let's say, between 100,000 views and 1 million views a month, then you're looking at a couple of $100 to about $1,000, $1,500 or something like that. It all depends on your ads. It depends on AdSense. It depends on the network you signed up with. Is it based on just clicks for ads? Is it just based on views? It's all a long discussion to do about that. But that is not for me. That's a hobby, and it's just something I enjoy doing, and I'd rather spend a couple of hours playing it and editing and putting stuff together and just making funny stuff, and that's kind of why I do it. Let's have a look at another one here. Ivan, if you're in a zombie apocalypse, where would you rather be anywhere in the world, and who would you be with? Well, obviously you'd take somebody with you who knows what he's doing, somebody that you understand well, and somebody you can work together well with. That being said, I'd take my missus with me because we do work together good as a team. And if I'd be anywhere in the world, I would be somewhere warm-ish. I wouldn't be somewhere that's 30, 40 degrees all day long, but I'd be somewhere warm, because in the winter, everything's going to be a lot harder for you to survive. So somewhere warmish, I'd say that's where I'd be. Victor, will you ever expand your giveaways to erasers and maybe pencil sharpeners? Wow, that's a good idea, Victor. I think I might do that to 500 likes and 500 followers. See, that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and get one more. And we have another one from Cordian. What made you start uploading YouTube videos? Well, I've mentioned this in previous videos many times before. Well, I've been playing games for many, many years, and I actually do have another channel where I posted different kind of games, MMOs and all that sort of stuff that I played back in the day, and RTSs and all that sort of stuff, which I've never really told anybody about because it was just something that I posted for me and friends to look at. But it was just me and Bosnian together. We played Uncharted, and we wanted to make a couple of videos to show people how to do certain things, and that's how it started with uploading videos. Even though I was playing Battlefield and all that sort of stuff back in those days, it's just really me and Bosnian, we kind of wanted to show each other something, and that's how we sort of begun posting videos. Let's go ahead and look at another one. Sergio, will you ever do something like Bandit School on DayZ Standalone? DayZ Standalone, unless they really fix DayZ Standalone and they'll get it to a point that it's playable and loot spawns and there's no bugs and glitches and all that sort of stuff, then I really don't have an option not to. But as long as they fix it, otherwise I don't see myself playing Standalone. I mean, I purchased it and it's, what, 2 years or whatever it's been, a year or two, and I don't think I've got more than 35 hours played on it. James Holliman, will you ever buy a PlayStation 4? I should buy a PlayStation 4 at some point. Not just yet, but I probably will get one at some point. Maybe when it go a little bit cheaper, or when Uncharted 4 comes out or something like that, that you need to play certain exclusives. I've always been an Uncharted fan, so yeah. There's another one from James too. Are you excited for Star Wars Battlefront? Yes, sir, I'm excited for that game. I really hope that it's going to be a really, really good game. Right, let's look at another one. Ryan asking, which mountain do you snowboard on? It's a local mountain. I go to, it's about 10-15 kilometers. That's about 10 miles or something like that away from my house. It's really easy to get to, and I kind of go there a lot when I get a chance to do. Miro, dual wielding in Battlefield Hardline, or rather shooting while driving pistol? Shooting while driving pistol, I think it's going to be a little bit more interesting that way for me. Ricardo, when will you show us that beautiful face of yours? At some point I will. I mean, I never really shared that much stuff on the internet out of my private life, because I just never really saw sort of the point to it, if you know what I mean. But, I mean, I guess I should share a couple of things, because why not, right? Here's another one from FaZe. Have you found your knife yet, mate? No, I've not yet found my knife. I'm still looking. The best airsoft site you have ever played at? I can't remember the name of it, but it was in England somewhere. And it was north of Sheffield. That was like really, really cool, and they had like everything there. They had smoke flares, they had grenades, they had like everything going on in the background. It was just cool. And they even had like a little chopper going around the top. If you wanted, you could pay and get in the chopper and start shooting from there. It was definitely really cool, so I definitely enjoyed that bit. So let's go ahead and see another one here. Do you still have your Holy Bible from Bandit School series? No, I don't have that anymore. I've died on that character. Actually, the server is finished, so I don't have it anymore. Where do you live? Country, city, please answer. I cannot share that information, but let's just say I live in Europe. What is your favorite type of biscuit? Favorite type of biscuit? Oh man, that's a tough one. Let's just say it has to dunk properly. Although if you don't dunk properly, then no, it's not going to be a good biscuit. It has to dunk properly, that biscuit. Right, let's go ahead and look at another one. Will you ever play Uncharted again? I played with you lots of times on different occasions, and you were very good. Yes, I will play Uncharted at some point whenever it comes out again. Uncharted 4, that is. How big is your willy? 8 inches. Do you ever accept fans to play with or add people from the internet? I do, Mr. Online Ranga. I do accept that. Will you ever show something of yourself, what you look like, etc.? In time, I do, yes. I will. No, I do, I will. How many fights did you get to in school? Well, let's just not go into that, because I was a real asshole in school. And I must have been in a fight probably every couple of weeks. Let's just say a month for the sake of the argument. I was in a fight pretty much every week, and I was in the principal's office or headmaster's office every week. And yeah, it didn't really go. For me, school was a tough thing, because I used to drink and I used to do all sorts of crazy shit. I even knocked out a teacher and I got expelled, and yeah, I was an asshole in school. So I since met my missus and I calmed down, and yeah, I'm a good guy now. Let's just say that. Your opinions on EA trying to analyze the Battlefield 4 series? I really hope that's not going to be a thing. I really do hope that's not going to be a thing, and they don't do that. Let us wait for a good Battlefield game, like we waited years and years between Battlefield 2 and Battlefield 3. But when it does come out, I really hope it's going to be a really good game. And Bailey asked, what was the first game you ever fell in love with? And that would be Codename Eagle in 1999. Now, that was the first time, late 99, when I got my first 386, 486, I can't even remember what it was, computer. And I picked up that game, and there wasn't that many shooters before. I mean, we had the Marios, and we had Pong, and all sorts of kind of games, but nothing really shooter-wise, that many of them out there. When I saw that you can actually fly a jet, you can get into a tank. I mean, they had all sorts of bikes and stuff that you can get into. That was the precursor to Battlefield, because it was made by Refraction Games, which merged with Digital Illusion, and then eventually turned out to be DICE, which we all know today. So that was my first love. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Gives you a little bit of an insight. If you have more questions, post them in the comment section. I'll see you with some more Battlefield Hardline, since I get my copy tomorrow.